my review of the Defense MK18. I'm going to give a quick overview of how I got the rifle, quick overview of the parts, round count, and with round count, we'll discuss a little bit about reliability, and then some of the likes and dislikes of the rifle. Just starting from the back here, I have the SBA3 tactical brace. Great brace, probably one of the more common braces on the market right now. They just came out with their SBA4, which essentially has a piece of plastic, rubberized plastic, coming from here and attaching up here, making it more stock-like, more rigid. I've heard great things about it. Might look into upgrading one day, not sure. I'm really happy with the SBA3. If you're looking to draw a brace, highly recommend the SBA3. Moving on from there, I have the stock Daniel Defense buffer tube, castle nut, and end plate. I have no quarrels with those. Daniel Defense from the factory did a really good job at staking that. Beautiful stake job, probably one of the best ones I've seen, honestly, even for factory rifles. Moving on from there, a mil-spec Daniel Defense charging handle, nothing fancy, kind of goes with the nostalgic Mark 18, so I like it. Got the Knights armament, rear sight, the 600 shorty boy, 600 meter there, the mini one. Awesome rear sight. I think the Army and Marine Corps both use these currently. I know the Army also uses the Maltec, which I have or had on one of my built rifles. Great sights. If you're looking for some flip up rears, would definitely recommend the Knights armament or the Maltec. Moving on up from there, have the Geisley Comp M4 mount. On top of it is mounted an Aimpoint Comp M4S. So it has the battery on the bottom. The regular Comp M4 will have the battery compartment on the top here, here. I prefer to have it on the bottom there. I went with the Geisley mount because it is a little more sturdy and robust than the stock Aimpoint mount, and it's in DDC, which just looks cool, you know, really nice, solid, robust. Anything from Geisley really is pretty high quality, I would say, even if you have to wait 9 months for it. Just kidding. That was a Black Friday fiasco. Moving up from there, have the Daniel Defense wrist 2 rail, which I'm pretty sure comes standard. Well, I know for a fact comes standard on all of the Daniel Defense Mark 18. That's what you will get if you buy the Daniel Defense Mark 18 upper. Got the Tango down foregrip right here, really nice. I love it, love the way it feels. Only thing I will say is if you try to put it on the wrist 2 rail, you will have to drop the bottom section. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but looks nice. I love it. It has a nice little battery compartment in the bottom. Moving on from there, got the Surefire M600 DF, the dual fuel, awesome light. Comes with a rechargeable battery. You can also take CR123 alphas. Moving on from there, got the Daniel Defense front sight post. Really nice, really robust. And lastly, got the Surefire War Comp. I went with Surefire because I do plan on getting a suppressor. My Form 4 has been milled, so I'm just playing the waiting game now. And that's pretty much it for the parts. I will touch on the safety selector real quick. It is by far one of the nicest safety selectors. I know probably a lot of guys don't really care as long as it functions, but it's just so smooth, so nice to use, really positive lockup, just amazingly smooth, insanely smooth. I don't understand how they do it, but a little bit now on how I came to acquire this rifle. I got it off an Instagram raffle. Shout out to the Instagram black market. Great place if you like to gamble a little bit. Throw a couple bucks in, you can potentially win some really cool stuff. I happened to win a Mark 18 upper for I think $75. So not bad, not a bad deal at all. Went about acquiring the Daniel Defense lower, which was kind of a pain in the butt. I had to wait a little bit, had to do a little waiting, but it was worth it. Got a really good deal on it off Arms List. So slap those two together, and this is the finished product, a full Daniel Defense Mark 18. Now on to the round count. Probably have anywhere from 25, I'd say 2,300 to 2,700 rounds on it, which is, I'd say, a lot of rounds. I like to think I shoot, you know, more than just your average Joe. I try to get out at least once a week, at the very least once every 2 weeks. With the coronavirus, though, they did shut down my local range, which is a travesty because it was privately owned. I don't understand how they can do that, but whatever. That's, you know, a topic for another discussion. So yeah, it's got quite a few rounds on it. I've had zero issues in terms of reliability shooting whatever ammo you can think of. I've shot Tula, I've shot Wolf, I've shot Wolf brass case, I've shot the good federal stuff, I've shot Seller and Balat, and not once have I had a malfunction. Not once. And to be honest, to be quite frank, I've cleaned this gun probably twice. The first time, it probably went 2,000 rounds before I cleaned it, which again, to me, that speaks volumes to the reliability. I think Daniel Defense did a really good job in the overall manufacturing and quality of the Mark 18. I know one of the factors in that reliability is they drill a larger gas port into the barrel to allow more gas back to cycle the action for some of those crappier rounds. And with that, you do get a little overgas. I know on every other Mark 18 review, you're gonna hear it. The Mark 18 is overgassed, and I agree with that, but I understand that, and personally it doesn't bother me. But then again, I don't have my suppressor, so maybe a different story when I have my suppressor. It could be way overgassed and I just absolutely hate it, but we'll see when I get my suppressor. Other than that, I would say, you know, the overgassing is somewhat of an issue. Me personally, I haven't had any gas blowback so much that even with a mag dump that it's burned my eyes or anything like that. But the second thing would be the weight. A lot of people I know have touched on the weight also. The fact that I have a Comp M4S on here doesn't help the weight at all, but to me it's a very shootable rifle in its current configuration. I could definitely see some people complaining about the weight. It is a little heavy, but you know, even shooting 500 rounds a day, you know, in a training session, whatever, 300, 500 rounds a day, you do start to notice the weight, but it's negligible to me. It's a great little rifle. It's fun to shoot. Overall, would recommend a Daniel Defense Mark 18. It's just a solid gun. It's never done me wrong. Like I said, it's kind of cleanish and right now, because I cleaned it probably 500 rounds ago, but the first 2,000 rounds I didn't clean it once, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going. So I have nothing but good things to say about this rifle. It's probably still one of my favorite guns to shoot. Overall, it's just treated me really nice, and all the parts and everything I put on there just complement each other really well. So again, highly recommend Daniel Defense Mark 18. If you guys have any questions or comments about this rifle, about any of the parts on here, please ask them in the comment section. I will get back to them in hopefully a somewhat timely manner. Again, thanks for watching and subscribe. I will be posting more reviews and whatnot. So yeah, let me get some good angles for you quick. Go over this side. Thanks for watching, guys.